We are in conversation with Mr. Sivakumar, Vice Chairman, ITC Infotech. ITC's eChopal initiative, the world's largest rural digital infrastructure empowering over 4 million farmers, was developed and executed under Sivakumar's leadership of ITC's Agri Business Division. Sivakumar worked with a farmers' cooperative for 6 years before joining ITC in 1989.
The ITC and ITC Infotech partnership and the synergy arising out of that, I see as a threefold. One is the very DNA of ITC Infotech that comes out of ITC's parentage is linked to how IT is seen in the context of a business. So I think that appreciation and consequently how the whole DNA is built is one very clear way in which this link really helped. The second and more obvious one is to do with how the very diversified businesses of ITC really help ITC Infotech with an embedded view to develop deep domain expertise in those various industry verticals. Whether it is the consumer packaged goods or hospitality or the larger manufacturing industry or in the agri-business. So there's a whole range of businesses that you have an embedded view, and that really helps that both industry perspective as well as the domain expertise in this. And lastly, it also crafted a very unique position for ITC Infotech in the IT services industry. You know, ITC Infotech, being not a very large IT services company, is extremely agile and very customer responsive. And it's some feedback that I've seen time and again for all of our customers. On the other hand, because of the ITC parentage being a very large company, no dearth of resources, be it resources in terms of infrastructure that is required for taking on larger projects, or be it in terms of larger access to manpower and how people get rotated across ITC and ITC Infotech to be able to build that human strength also. I think that's another important synergy that exists. It's essentially the similar kind of an approach of very strong partnership with the customers and select technologies where we have alliances with various technology players. And together, the whole approach to the business gets deepened, and we have unique points of view, thought leadership in the respective businesses, so that how technology can be made use of in the context of business. And because these are very focused, select domains, so that really helps in a very differentiated capability getting built. How one really stitches together many different solutions to transform the business canvas for the customers. Now, basically, any business would have the objectives like growth, improving profitability, better proximity and engagement with their own customers and consumers. But all of this are very unique to different industries. The way you deliver this in a hospitality industry is completely different from the way you do it in the consumer packaged goods industry. And how does one really create that domain expertise to be able to translate these business opportunities into technology solutions that eventually help gain all these objectives that any business has? I think that is the kind of an approach that ITC Infotech has been able to gain by virtue of the way business-friendly solutions is something which is built over the last 2 decades. Combining all of this, I think we have a major watershed in the COVID at this point of time. As we transit into a post-COVID world, a much more distributed workforce which is becoming more digitally savvy, I think it is gearing and then reimagining the IT services in this new world is going to be very important. The core, of course, remains in terms of how do you enable our customers succeed in the marketplace. But the new context is very important.
Reimagining IT services to help businesses succeed. Powered by the DNA of ITC Ltd, driven by the dynamism and agility of ITC Infotech.